continue where I stop.
Okay,
but please mute yourself, please. It's very important we do that. Mute yourself, please. Good. Thank you so much. Okay, let's continue. So, like I was saying before we cut off, I've mentioned my name as one of the examples of a transformational leader. And I mentioned Professor Dr. Mario Lucerio. And I've also mentioned Steve Jobs. Can you mute yourself, please? It's very important, please. Let's respect this platform, please. So I've mentioned Elon Musk as well as one of the transformational leaders, and Steve Jobs, and many more. Real-life example of successful transformational leaders also will include my own very hero, Oprah Winfrey, Jeff Bezos, Steve Jobs, who have all demonstrated the ability to inspire and motivate their followers to achieve extraordinary outcomes. Even Mark Zuckerberg's leadership style is a transformational leadership because he goes around distinguished by his ability to inspire, motivate, and empower employees to excel and contribute to the company's success. He encourages innovation, challenges the status quo, and fosters a culture of continuous learning and growth. As well as Oprah Winfrey, a transformational leader, she has been able to achieve great success by leading with empathy, embracing failure, and being authentic. Her ability to empathize with others and understand their struggles, her resilience in the face of adversity, and her authenticity have made her one of the most beloved and respected figures in entertainment. So that is also another example of a transformational leader. So let's move on. So what is the most important art of transformational leader? With that question, it is the leader who can communicate vision for forward-thinking mindset. So what are the key behaviors for transformational leaders? Openness to new thinking. Talent for broadening minds. Commitment to active listening. Tolerance for intelligent risks. Trust in team members. And willingness to accept responsibility. And then ability to inspire participants, to inspire us. So what are the positive and negative effects of leadership style, especially in these transformational leaders? Because there will always be pawns and crowns. There is two to the coin. And there is always a negative and positive. There will always be advantages and disadvantages. So positive leadership, characterized by inspiration, trust, and empowerment, fosters a motivating and supportive environment. But in a contrast, the negative side of transformational leadership could be based on fear and control. Leads to demotivation sometimes, because if there's no misunderstanding, if there's no better understanding, and then decrease productivity and a toxic work culture. But we can rise above it. Why? Because there are more advantages of transformational leader than disadvantages. And that is where you all comes in. Because we are improving every day. And we can be a successful transformational leader in our areas of specialty. We are here on earth to serve people as a leader and to serve them comfortably. We are here to influence others. That is why we are growing our mindset, especially on this platform. We are here to show them the way and be the lead and still motivate them to follow us and to learn. I always say this as a mentor. If my mentees are not doing well to the extent of doing better and greater than myself, then I have not done any job. Because my duty as a transformational leader is to empower them so that I can just be motivating them, inspiring them, monitoring them, and encouraging them. I can start the journey, but they can carry on the journey and also pass the baton to the next generation. So as a transformational leader, if you can start the foundation solid, if you can start the root properly, then it will be okay for others to build on that foundation. So let me say a transformational leader is also a foundation leader. An inspirational leader is also a foundational leader because you are bringing out the leadership in them. You are telling them, yes, you can do it. And you are starting in the way for them, that this is the way to go on. So while you are helping them, you are also developing yourself because, like me, I never stop learning. So as a transformational leader, consistently, you need to be learning and researching, innovating, and creative. Because whatever you have is what you will give. Whoever you are is the influence you will on others, that you will influence others. Whatever the state of your mindset will determine the association, the network, how you present yourself, how you add value to yourself, and how you add value to others. So what is the key to transformational leadership then? Principles of transformational leaders: grounded, integrity, empathy, authenticity, because you need to be real. You need to be human. So that people that follows you will see the genuinity of you. They'll see the real you. Because if you can be you, then you can develop yourself and become best of you. But if you are faking or you are copying others, you can never be you. And as a transformational leader, you are developing who you are to give to the world. So, authentic are the 4 principles of transformational leaders: inspiring a shared vision, because you have to have a vision, challenging the status quo, empowering others, leading by guide leaders in the harnessing their influence to positive transformation. So we need to be more stronger, wiser, better every day in respect of the challenges that we are facing. We cannot give up. Why? Because millions are looking up to you. Because you have the solution. to the problem, because you have the answer to the questions they are asking, because the world is waiting for you. And that's more reason why you need to consistently transforming your leadership, because nobody knows it all and no one is perfect. And what you have is what you give. And the more you give, the more you receive, the more you develop yourself. You cannot empty your cup by not studying, by not researching, by not learning. Because one day your cup will be empty, and then what do you want to give to the world? So the more you are developing yourself, the more you are sharing. The more you are sharing, the more you are gaining. Okay, so I'm just going to rush over some things for you to understand. What are the 3 focuses of transformational leader then? Content, people, and process. Time will not permit me to expand. Content, people, and process. What are the 4 P's of transformational leaders again? Perception, what you perceive. We always base on what is in your mindset. The level or the state of your mind will determine how you perceive yourself and perceive others and perceive the situation. Process, how you process, how you respond to the event that is occurring, how you are leading the people to achieve those goals. People, how are you building your relationship with people? Because you need to build the relationship of those people you want to lead. How well is your understanding of relationship? We also, in Y.Y.C.I International, also emphasize on this relationship, because relationship matters. You cannot lead yourself, you have to lead people. And then projection. Let's move on. So, what are the 5 key practices of transformational leader? They model the way. They inspire a shared vision. They challenge the process. They enable others to act. And they encourage the heart. So transformational leadership characteristics, maybe this is where I will round up, because I'm checking my time as well. Embraces change. As a transformational leader, you have to be ready to embrace the change. You have to adapt to change. You need to be flexible. So transformational leaders embrace change and anticipate the effect it will have on any organization, even in our educational system. So they are prepared to handle challenges. How well are you ready? Knowing that there will be challenges everywhere. Whatever things we are doing in life, challenges is here to come and stay and to build us up, to make us better. The second one, emotional intelligence. A willingness to collaborate, empathy, and emotional intelligence are the key traits of transformational leaders. In practice, they are self-motivated, resilient, and able to build trust and respect from those around them. Then adaptability, like I've mentioned. Be ready to adapt, especially now that we've entered into this world of technology. AI is nearly everywhere. How well are you ready? How prepared are you as a transformational leader? Because the whole world is waiting for you. The whole world is expecting from you. The whole world is looking up to you as a transformational leader. So how well you can adapt to that change. Then inspirational team player. You need to inspire them. They are not there. They haven't reached where you are, but they are strive. They strive to want to be there and to go further. It's your duty to inspire them. Some of them don't even know who they are. They don't know they have the gift in them. They don't know they are leaders. Sometimes they put themselves down. They deny themselves and settle for less, and settle for second best, and settle for average. But as a transformational leader, it is your duty to lighten, to stir up the gift in them, to ignite the fire in them. Then, encouraging participants and communication. Very important. So, on this note, unless if I'm giving me any chance, but I'm just trying to stick to my 1 hour. How do I know if I am a transformational leader? Probably I will stop there. But I would like you to know, I'm happy to announce to you that I've written a book called Mindset for Transforming Leadership and Management. And it will be available on Amazon very soon. So the trait of a transformational leader will be act with integrity and fairness. Set clear goals for individuals and the team. Encourage others. Provide individual support and recognition, like what we normally do to award. Recently, we just awarded almost more than 200 leaders all over the world. Inspiring them, challenging them, and also encouraging them to be the world outstanding transformational leader. To encourage them to do more. To recognize what they've done already. Then raise the morale and motivation of others. It is our duty. Even we can apply this transformational leadership with our students. You'll be surprised how you will motivate them, inspire them, and then steer individuals away from their self-interest and towards selflessness. Let them see beyond. Let them see outside the box. Let them feel themselves outside the comfort zone that they can do, they can perform, they can achieve, they can succeed. And guess what? The greatness is in you. And that greatness, you are using that greatness to influence others, to stir up the greatness that is in them as well as a transformational leader. So on this note, I would like to say thank you so much, Professor Dr. Mario C. Lucero from Philippines, the founder and chairman of Lead Philippines, for giving me the opportunity again. For almost 3 years, I'm still coming back all the time, giving me the opportunity to share my inspirational nuggets of wisdom. And thank you to all my great leaders as well for listening patiently, attentively, willing to learn from my humble self. Thank you. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much. The queen of inspiration, the queen of motivation from United Kingdom, of course, the queen of motivation in Africa, okay, particularly in West Africa. Thank you so much, my dear friend, Dr. Professor Queen Elizabeth Lucas, and thank you for sharing your expertise You have heard it from the expert of transformational leadership, my dear students. Of course, she published a lot of books, and you have probably seen that her background, the mindset for transforming leadership and management, which she wrote, also author of the book on greatness. And I have a challenge for you, my best friend. Okay, we have some outputs here in this platform, in this international diploma, and I hope that I would be able to choose the best write up, and we could provide that as some of the contents of your book. Can we put that in your book? Yeah, we'll publish it to Amazon. I know you will not say no to me.
I've
Okay.
I've already published this one, but there
Yeah.
will be another one that's going to be like a collaboration. So if
Yeah.
they are ready, then we can coordinate that.
Yes, okay. So that would be the next stage for them to collaborate with you. We will be inviting these people here in my group to be part of your masterclass also. Your yes. And for the knowledge of everyone, of course,
Last year, we
yeah.
almost more than 100 leaders collaborated with me to write a book, volume 1, 2, 3, on
Yes.
relationship matters. So, and that
Okay.
is well. So it is possible. So we
Yeah.
are welcome,
And I hope
everyone.
that when you visit Philippines next year, you'd be able to give us the books that you have written and some other books that you'll be writing in the future. Okay. And yes, of course, your Yes You Can Academy Masterclass has reached people across the globe. And of course, Lead Philippines is also very happy to collaborate with you. Okay. And I hope that we can put also Yes You Can International in our certificate. Will you be allowing this, Professor Dr. Lucas? Lead
Yes.
Philippines in collaboration with Yes You Can International in our masterclass so that it will be
That is
recognized in the United Kingdom. Okay, so let's give a hand to Professor Dr. Lucas for allowing us to collaborate with her. Of course, she has a master class in UK. Yes, you can international in United Kingdom, and yeah, we will be putting the logo of Yes You Can International in our international diploma masterclass, and hope to see you soon next year in the Philippines, and hope that we could come up again with another master class and you will be attending our graduation. So I hope that everything is clear, and I know the some of our students will be asking questions. So my dear students, they have asked, do you have some questions to ask? Okay, Dr. Lucas, of course, she emphasized on the different kinds of mindset, the growth and fixed mindset, also on the other characteristics of leader, the different types of leadership, also the 4 P's of transformational leadership, the key elements of transformational leader. Okay. And she highlighted also just like content, the issues on content, of course, people and the process. And thank you for sharing your expertise as regards to transformational leadership. And we are happy that we have seen you again as our mentor, not a student. You know, I have attended some of the classes of Dr. Elizabeth in her master class. I also serve as one of her speakers and hope to see more of the Filipinos attending your master class soon on the third level of our master class international diploma, because of course they will have to go through different levels. Okay, you know that. Okay, to become an expert trainer and to become a speaker soon in your masterclass academy, and that is my dream, you know, for them to be exposed in different of course countries and in different platforms. Okay, so do you have some questions, my dear students? Do you have questions to Dr. Elizabeth Lucas? Okay, if not, my dear friend, Dr. Professor Dr. Queen Elizabeth, there are no questions, but before you go, will you please silence our students, okay? Give them 2 questions for them to work on. Okay, so please, two questions. Okay, based from the I think there's a question here. How can I balance the need for strong leadership with a more inclusive decision-making process? So there's a question. Would you like to answer that, Dr. Elizabeth?
Okay, let's see how can answer that. How can I balance the need for strong leadership with a more inclusive decision-making process that values diverse perspective? The first one first will be to, first of all, you need to assess the state of your mindset. Very important, because mindset is everything. Because majority of us, we still work on and based on the fixed mindset. We depend on the policy, the system that has already been in place. But when we are talking about the transformational leader, you need to break the barrier. And the only way to break the barrier is to put yourself in the shoe of a student. Keep learning, keep researching, keep reading, attend seminars, workshops, ask questions, because we don't know it all. And the more you ask questions, the more you gain better understanding. The more you ask questions, the more you get the clarity. And when you get a better understanding, then you can apply it into your life and into your leadership. So how do you balance it? The strong leadership with a more inclusive decision. Second thing is you need to do some analysis from every information you've heard. You can use the SWOT analysis, which is the strength, the weakness, the SWOT, the opportunity and the threat. So you need to look at it. First of all, assess yourself through this SWOT analysis. How well are you? What ways do you need improvement? Sometimes we shy away from our weakness, but I'll give you a secret today. Our weakness is very valuable as well as our strength. Our weakness will show you the the areas to improve. So we need to embrace it. Our weakness is what leads us to make mistakes and fall and fail. But if we embrace our weaknesses and see areas to improve, then you will understand better why the failure and the weakness. We cannot shy away from mistakes, because mistake is the sign that you've made an attempt. Failure is a sign that you have made an attempt, but you can do better. So the first one is your mindset. The second one is assessing yourself. Analyze your strength. Analyze and even see better opportunity, because your strength will attract opportunity. Whereas your weakness will attract the threats. Be afraid of stepping forward, taking risks. But then if you know that, yes, this is it, this is the area I need to improve myself, I need to break free. And you will. I believe I've answered your questions. This will add values.
Yeah. Yes.
And that is how you will see diverse perspectives. Thank you.
Yeah, but sometimes, my dear professor, especially Europeans just like sometimes you belittle our ability. There's a problem sometimes with our cultural values, okay? And that you always think supreme, okay? You always, but what I really like is that, of course, just like you appreciate our own uniqueness, but looking at Europeans, they would always not like to, they don't like to include some, special Asians, as of course your leaders in your country. But of course, thank you so much for highlighting everything, especially telling us that we can always capitalize also on our weaknesses, and that we need to, of course, even it's a weakness, then that could be something like positive in other people. Okay, and because not all of us would probably have that strength. Okay, we always have the weaknesses, we always have the strength, and that it's a balance between this potential that we have. Okay, so before we end, because I think we only have 10 minutes, okay, before the end of our, the link is already okay, being consumed. So of course the time, may we please ask you to please ask questions to our students, Professor Dr. Elizabeth, challenge them. Yeah.
The first question that I would like you to work on is to look at your mind, the state of your mindset. You need to write it down wherever you are, divide it into two: fixed mindset, growth mindset. All the informations you've already known that you have stored in your fixed mindset, you can write them down. Then the growth mindset is, okay, these are the things I've already known, but I want to know better. Remember, at the moment, we are moving on to AI. So you can use that as an example. What you've known before, how can you now integrate it into AI? Because you are moving on, you are growing your mindset. Then another thing that also we need to look at is the opposite. I mean, the positive and the negative, you need to write them down. What are the thoughts that are coming your way? Writing it down. The negative thoughts and also the positive thoughts. But don't stay there alone. Write another column. Do you want to now to know how can you now shift this negative thinking of mine to become the positive? And
Okay.
your result should be on the outcome. So you have 3 columns. That's some mindset. And we also need to get you onto SWOT analysis. You need to know more because you can apply this analysis on your private life, in your relationship, in your leadership, in your entrepreneurship, even in your education. So you need to also apply that SWOT analysis, because if you can use it for even your students. So, but you need to
Hello,
understand it
Professor.
better. Yes.
My dear, yes. Will you please clarify on the questions that you're requiring the students
Okay. The
to
first one,
accomplish? The first one is
mindset. So
yeah. Okay, so
what are the fixed mindset and the growth mindset?
growth mindset. Okay, what are
So,
your fixed mindset and growth mindset? That's
and then how can you shift your fixed ones to growth mindset for you to be growing? It will show you the area you need to grow your mindset in. So, and then you will put the
okay.
one. So that's number one. Number two is
Mhm.
also the SWOT analysis. You need to work on that.
Okay, so
What do we
number
mean? What do you mean by SWOT analysis, and how can you apply the SWOT analysis in everyday life, in your education, in your
okay.
leadership, in your business?
So the
And then
second
the
question
third
is
one,
what is what? Yeah.
yes,
Two only question. My
okay,
friend, only two
yes,
questions. Okay, so
okay,
I'd like to probably um paraphrase the second question. Okay, what is SWOT analysis, and
yes,
how would you be able to use SWOT
applied,
analysis or apply in your life as transformational leader? I think that's it.
yes,
Okay, so the first question is differentiate fixed mindset to growth mindset, and how would you be able to transform your fixed mindset to growth mindset? I think that's the first question. And then the second question is that well, explain, discuss what is SWOT analysis, and how would you be able to apply that to your life as a transformational leader.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you so much. Okay, may we have a photo opportunity with our uh, great facilitator tonight. If the link will end, then we'll have to rejoin again in few minutes. Okay, thank you so much, Professor Dr. Queen Elizabeth. And
Thank you so
yes, I
much.
hope to see you soon. Okay, maybe you could give a message, okay, during our graduation on October 26th. Okay, just give me a video of your message to the graduating students. Okay, so thank you so much. Let's give a big virtual round of applause to Professor Dr. Queen Elizabeth Lucas for sharing her expertise on transformational leadership from novice to expert. Okay, so a round of applause to Dr. Elizabeth. Okay, let's now move on to, of course, the next session. Actually, this is my